God, what a blooming rubbish day, look. I'm missing up a bit in here. I have to turn the fans on. But I'm down Dover. It's now almost 3:30. Next ferry's at 4 o'clock. I was hoping to be on Irish ferries, but I just couldn't get anywhere near the booths, and so by the time I could have done, I was going to miss that clearly. So P&O it is. Off to Frankfurt to begin with, and then I'm dropping off one in the morning and picking one up, and two dogs, two cats, one dog, out of Frankfurt back to England, and then a possible quick run to France. So this will be the last one of the year. I'm already booked up for other stuff for the rest of it, so I'll try and put something together and just sort of see how it goes. But in a brand new van, she's I don't even know how many miles it's done. Neil's had it a week, I think, who normally drives it, so very nice. I've got to get some diesel pretty much as soon as I get off as well, because I was trying to get the boat and I didn't stop for diesel, so never mind, such is life. So I'm going to fire up and try and demist before I have to get on the boat so I can see what I'm doing. Right, let's see how well this works then. So Tuesday morning, to be honest, I didn't film anything yesterday because by the time I got across it was dark, snowy and cold and horrible, pretty much. So I just ran down to Frankfurt, which I filmed before. The agent came and met me at the hotel at 7:15 this morning, which was, as I didn't get in till a bit gone midnight, quite an early one. But at least I could go back to bed for a couple of hours. I woke up at 10 because I was due to sort of collect between 11 and 12 roughly. I woke up at 10, jumped in the shower, and when I got out I had a message from him saying we can meet at 10:30 if you want. So I was like, yes please. So it's now sort of 10 to 11 by the time I've faffed about and got me diesel ready to head back. So I'm just popping down now to hopefully collect I think it's one dog, two cats to come back to England. So that'll be back into Dover, down to Western Docks and clear customs, and then head back. So which is no real hardship. I'll go and get me tea when I'm in at Dover, as long as the weather's not too horrendous. Well, even if it is, I can still take a walk, can't I? But we'll see. So yeah, I don't know what to do about the sound quality on here. I might even subtitle this. That could work, couldn't it, I guess, if I can figure out how to do that. Excuse me. Yeah, as soon as I can afford it, I shall get a new camera. Come on, any time today. Yeah, so I'm going to go back up sort of through Bitburg and sort of Mont Charleroi and across the bottom there to avoid Brussels, because Brussels is pretty rubbish at the best of times. I came through last night, but it was late at night and it was alright, but by the time I hit it this afternoon it's going to be sort of rush hour and I really can't be bothered with that, if I'm brutally honest. So I think it's slightly longer, but it should hopefully work out quicker. It's just a nicer route. Now let's see if I can remember where the animal reception is here. Is it this one or is it the next one? Drive past, oh there it is, I'll go and turn round. place. There's a fair bit of snow actually on the ground, sort of around by Brussels. Wasn't particularly great. Starting to get a little bit slippery, but again, but not too bad. So yeah, we got through. We've got a nice new van. I'll try and film it at some point. Probably not here because I don't know how keen they're going to be on people who've stood outside with cameras in an airport. I mean, I don't know why anyone would try and attack an airport anymore, because they're so heavily covered in security. It's not worth bothering with, is it? If you're of a terrorist persuasion, you're probably quite stupid anyway. But I think you're even more stupid to try and do something at an airport. That's my opinion anyway. You know, I'm a hippie. I'm a peace and love man. Ah, right. What's going on here? Oh, there's a brick. Oh, it's a bit busy in there. I should go. Oh, I think it's Tropical Fish Day. Is it Tropical Fish Tuesday? Just giving it a bit. It's a bit snowy, isn't it? Sometimes makes for a nice picture and sometimes not. It's great being able to be out in the outside lane. I love it. Bob! I don't know how well this view will come out. Probably terribly. Just heading down. Oh, I can't remember. Koblenz. That's the one. Into a lovely day though. Right then, Wednesday, just sort of 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. Just picked up 2 more. Going down to Grasse in France, I think it's pronounced, something like that, sort of down towards the south coast there. There's Harry, who's an old boy who's deaf. I can't remember the name of the other one, to be honest. Figure it out. So straight down to the tunnel. Well, I'll stop and get some diesel first, just so I'm full. In fact, I might not even bother. And I reckon hopefully get down as far as Troy tonight. I think that'll do. That'll break the back of it, and then just get up in the morning, get down there, get them dropped off, start heading back up and see how I feel, really, I suppose. Get across without too many dramas. Shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, see how it goes. Well, Wednesday afternoon and we're at a standstill at the tunnel. There's been a problem with the train. So I checked in, got everything done, even someone checking the pets in said, have you got a YouTube channel? So he recognised me even behind the mask. So so there's one at 4 o'clock, not very optimistic I'm going to get that. So maybe the later one. Yeah. So they're going to board one in 5 minutes. I'm not optimistic I'm going to be on it, so maybe 5 o'clock. Never mind. So it'll be dark by the time I get off. So maybe not too much filming. So see how it goes. Anyway, there's the sun setting. Talk to you in a bit. Bonjour. The old 205, look. What a beauty. Thursday morning. Well, yeah, I was at Troy last night. Woke up at 6 o'clock, long before my alarm. Thought, well, I might as well just get on with it. I've got a lot to do today. So fed and watered the dogs and give them a stretch of the legs and get myself ready, and off we went. Finally got going, just sort of 7, I guess, something like that. I've still got, it's now sort of 9:15. I've still got another 4.5 hours to go to get down to Grass, where I'm going. It's just a sort of straight line down, but I'm hoping to. Do you want to get any closer to it? Blooming heck. Well, I was going to say, I'm hoping it's going to be light still, because I'm right on top of the route Napoleon, which I haven't done in years. And on the way down I was thinking, cool, I wonder if I can sort of shuffle across to that, and where I'm dropping off looks like it's really close by. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get some nice footage of the route Napoleon on the way home. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just sort of deciding how much of a punch I'm going to do tonight heading back. Sort of if I go back to Troy, I would have done about a 14-hour day. So that still leaves a bit to do on Friday. So I'll see how I feel. I might give it large and go to Reims, or maybe even all the way back to Calais. I'll see how I feel, see how the day's going, and so on and so forth. I think I'm going to hit some traffic in Lyon imminently, which is to be expected, really. Such is life. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and hopefully I'll get some nice footage in a bit. So just come off the motorway. I'm just heading up into the hills now, I think, to try and find where I have to go. Just a shame I'm stuck behind a truck who's going quite slow, but hey ho. I'm about 20 minutes from the place apparently. It's 12 degrees, it's blooming lovely. So yeah, very scenic. So yeah, I'll be there just before 2. Start the long slog back. Find somewhere to stop and get a hot meal. I didn't bother with one yesterday. I might find some. Oh, was it? Truck registered in Monaco. It's a bit unusual, isn't it? God, I'm sad. I know I need to get out more. I don't care. I never filmed the dogs, did I? Never mind. One's an old Holly, I think, and a little Westie. I haven't done a tour of the new van, have I? There's some bloke down there on. It's not a hoverboard, is it? But it like blasts a jet of water out and you sort of hover above the water, going around. Probably can't see it on here, but that looks pretty cool. Probably literally quite cold today. Pretty cool. Anyway, I think I'll turn this off because it's going to be a slow old slog sat behind Mr. Portman, I think, unfortunately. It's looking a bit windy on the old sat nav. So I shall hopefully talk to you once I've got the dogs dropped off. Now then, the truck's gone. We're getting on some proper little wiggly roads up towards Grass. That's not me putting on a northern accent, that is how it's pronounced, I believe. Excuse me. It's very nice around here. Definitely never been up around these little bits. Glad I've got an auto gearbox now. Reminds me of that job I did in the middle of Rome. Seems like a lifetime ago. stock. Right, we are empty. I don't know if we're going to get a good view of the vista over there, right up the hill. I'm going I reckon it's going to have to take the shunt to get round here. Huh. Huh. If I can even get any grip. Huh. God, bloody hell. Got out in the end. Blooming heck. What a job. Right, now I'm dog free. I can go around corners a bit quicker, which is nice. So the route Napoleon is calling. It's not far away. It's daylight. I'm happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Let's have a play up in the hills. There's hopefully a couple of photo opportunities along there as well, with any luck, that I know of. Oh, what's he doing? Is he? I'm totally waiting for you to fart. Finish farting about. Right, I'll turn this back on in a little bit. Look at this scenery. Oh, I love this job. Isn't it great? Quite a job bringing a truck down here. I don't think I've seen any weight limits, but you wouldn't want to go through some of the little bits, that's for certain. There must be some sort of weight limit, I guess. Everything just seems so huge. Massive hills. I know I live in Suffolk, and we don't really have hills. Oh dear. Quite a bauble. Oh, I've been having some fun on this route. I thought I'd get a bit more in before It's too dark. Just I think I'm going to miss the one bit I was hoping to photograph. I think I'm just going to miss getting, unfortunately. It'll be just too dark. We'll see. Yeah, it's not looking too light, is it? Unfortunately, never mind. It's always next time, isn't there? I keep saying the light's going to be gone, and I keep filming. But it's just looking quite picturesque here, so I thought I'd just quickly try and run the camera a bit longer. Now I've got round a bus that was holding me up. Yeah, hopefully this will be my lot of snow for the year. I don't want to see any at home really. Friday, here's a new buggy. I'm going to be sharing with my mate Neil. Just keep my back to the wind because it's rainy and horrible. So just at Calais, did a big old shift yesterday just to get here. So just going to go around and try and get a ferry now. So there's the hotel and all the police and some crummy weather. Never mind. Finish my year off. I'm not putting my hood down because I've got too long hair. Right, let's go and see what's going on in Calais. It's raining again. This is why I'm not a singer. So there's the Channel Tunnel, Frankfurt. So the new customs on the right hand side, I believe. I suppose at least you've got somewhere to park now, haven't you? I don't know if you how well you can flag it or work it, I don't know, but that boom one was in there last night when I come past, so I ain't got to worry about that really, have I? Well, not at the moment anyway. Who knows what the future will bring, but the van has almost hit 10,000k. Almost. So I'm booked on the 12:55 Irish ferries, although it's now only 9 o'clock. But I can go P&O if I want, if there's an earlier boat, but I just don't know how big the queues are going to be. So I thought I'd rather just get out of bed and go and start queuing rather than rather than drive and then start queuing. So at least if I'm on the 12:55, means I'm back in England about sort of 1, you know, in the afternoon, and should hopefully be able to get through before the traffic gets too bad. That's the theory. Practice is another thing, of course. Go for a booth that I can actually lean across. Well, it's been an hour now and I've not moved an inch. We sat here for about 50 minutes. Blumenec, look at that. Sat here for about 50 minutes and eventually stuff started moving. I don't know what the problem's been, but I still should, in theory, be quicker with P&O than Irish, because the next Irish ferries is 12:55, I think it is. And they're, well, the 10:30 will be gone, but I think there's a 11:30 and a 12:30 P&O in theory, so I'll hopefully find out in the next hour, if I ever get to the booth, what's going on. I mean, luckily I've got that booking, because if it's going to be after 1 o'clock, I'll just go Irish ferries instead and try and save a bit of time. But I'm so glad I got all the way to Calais and just come up here last night to fart about with this morning. So that was my plan, to lose loads of time sat here. That's what I was expecting, and my prophecy seems to be coming correct. God, I'm so glad I don't do this all the time. That would just, it'd just be so boring, wouldn't it? Hey ho. 2:30. Oh, on that side, I think. No. Yeah. So I'm getting into Calais port at, I don't know, 9:15 or whatever it was. It's now 2:30. Calais was shut because of the weather, apparently, sort of overnight, so knock-on effect. I was hoping to be home for tea time, but I'm now going to be changing over with my mate about tea time, then have to drive back to mine, pick my van up and then go home. Or to Sam's. Or ours, however you want to put it. Anyway. Never mind, such is life. And it's Friday afternoon, I've got to get through the Dartford tunnel, that's the biggest problem. So, got the traffic on the old Sart Nav, and it's sending me up the A2 instead of the M20, so I'm just going to go with it and hope for the best. There's a few little ways around to try and save a bit of time up near the Dartford tunnel, but whether it'll actually be worth it, I don't know. Oh, there's a fair old queue there for people trying to get a boat. Anyway, we're off. Let's see. See what sort of time we're going to get back.